We had Subway 2 times in 1 week. The first time I went to Subway, little skinny little girl making me like my Subway sandwich. I like a bunch of toppings on my sandwich, right? And then sauce. So I asked, can I get Southwest sauce? And she goes like this. And I'm like, can I have more? And she goes like this. And I'm like, can I have more? And she's like, so I had to ask for a different sauce so she can go all over. She's a little girl. She's making a sandwich how she would. So the second Subway, biggest, fattest guy I've ever seen, he made a sandwich for a fat guy. He was like, yo, you want more? Hey, I'll give you this. Hey, by the way, we got a new cheese. You want? The other girl couldn't even close my sandwich. She was so small. The other guy was like eating it. He was like, hey, this is tasty. They should only hire fat guys at Subway.
Yeah. Never trust a skinny chef.
Hey,
welcome to a new episode of the Good Night Podcast.
The Good Night Podcast.
This is Amer. This is my friend Gabriel. If this is the first time you're listening, I usually speak much slower. Skibidi-bidi-dub-dub-dub. Mambo number 5.
Yeah, you like it?
It's fantastic.
It's
one of
good
my
song.
favorite songs ever. It's so silly.
Yeah.
It's so silly.
Yeah.
It's funny. You know, I listened to it in Lebanon.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember I had the thought like, oh, he's like a polyamorous Muslim with 4 wives. A little bit of Monica in my life. You know, oh my God, this is my.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he has Fatima.
That's so funny.
He has,
this is what
Shazira.
America is to you. Just like, you get to have all the white
No,
women.
for me, it didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, this is the whole.
Yeah.
I'm like with 5 wives, and this is what he does.
But I think it's like 30 wives or something. It's like 40 names. It's like crazy amount. So he's horny the whole time.
Let's see, a little bit of Monica in my life.
Yeah.
A little bit of Jessica by my side. A little bit of Rita is what I need. A little bit of Sandra in the sun. A little bit of Mary all night long.
Yeah. A little bit of something.
Jessica, here I am. A little bit of you. Ooh, it keeps it open. A little bit of you.
What does he
Makes
see?
me your man.
Oh, okay. So it's only those 7 names. It doesn't change.
Let's start again. Listen. Boom. Wait, I need the hat bomb.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Everybody in the club.
Let's get high.
Yeah, is that what he said?
I don't know.
I want a gin and juice, but I really don't want to.
Is that what he says? Gin and juice?
I think, or I'm confusing with
I
the
want
Snoop
gin
Dogg
and juice.
It starts a little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side.
Oh, Erica.
A little bit of Tina. Trina is what I need.
Trina.
A little bit
Georgia
of
Seeley.
Damn it, Gabe. Wait, a little bit of I need to know now. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Erica by my side. By my side. A little bit of
I think it's
Rita.
Rita.
Rita is what I see.
Little bit of Rita.
Is what I see. A little bit of Sandra in the sun. I have a feeling we're missing one.
A little bit of Mary
all night long.
Yeah.
A little bit of Jessica.
Here I am.
A little bit of you makes me your man.
He does
7.
that. What's
That's
by what artist is that again?
That is the cleanest intro we have ever done.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to remember the artist. It's like what's his name? It's like something weird. It's like Cedric the Entertainer or something. And then he has like a bunch. He has like a the song Dancing on the Sun. You know that? He has a few really good songs. He has that song.
He's a comedian?
No. He's I just can't remember his name. So
he's a black guy.
No, I think he's like Latino.
No, I can only imagine Cedric the Entertainer.
I know, that's what I thought.
No.
He has a really good song. Dancing on the Sun is a really good song.
Is it like Matchbox 20 or some white thing?
No. So the Hinder?
I don't know. Is that a band? Like a white band?
No. He's like a Latino dude. So
he's Latino.
It was like a swing music. It was the 90s had the revival of swing with dance music, right? And like some sort of like R&B style, but it's like all this weird mix. And even like remember the movie Swingers back in the 90s with Jon Favreau and when they go to Vegas? The whole movie it's called Swingers because they love swing dancing.
Oh, it's not because they...
No, they love swing dance. The whole movie is them going to Vegas to go swing dance. Well, they want to go for a breakup, right?
Wow.
And so then, because of that movie was so popular, everybody started swing dancing in the 90s again.
Weird time.
Yeah. And then the music was all swing music, and then it turned into like scat music.
Ska. And then ska became... I have a feeling ska was popular for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Ska.
Like the nerds who are now like Reddit moderators.
Yeah,
back then they had like the white. The image I have is black shirt with a white suspenders and a white hat, and like a little flower somewhere on the hat or on the and like see these guys were into swinging. Now they don't swing anymore, so they're just fat.
Ska's whatever. It's kind of lame, but it's fun to see because it's like for some reason it's like 40 people on stage all playing a different type of like horn.
Yeah, the making of the music is fun.
But like when you're like
everyone who enjoyed it
when it's on YouTube, you're like, this is lame.
But don't you find there's like groups of people that you're like, you're a little annoying as a fan?
Mm-hmm.
I find people who are like and they're dressed in black and makeup. I'm like, how can I be your friend?
It is hard. It's funny, like those people that, like when they're at the show, they're like blah, 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 and you're like, that's super annoying. And then you see them off from that show, and they're all like, "Hey, man, like liberal, blah blah blah."
No,
then
I should talk to them.
Then
more.
you hate. Well, they're even more because anything you'd say, they get offended by it. You know, you see like there's all these viral videos of like this heavy metal band. It's I don't know if you know the band Disturbed. They did the song "Down with the Sickness," down with the sickness.
You're so old. Your body moving like it's as if you're talking about like Alzheimer or arthritis or whatever it's called. Down with the like an actual physical ailment, like down with the sickness. It's not like the society's problem. It's like my back hurts.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
So old, Gabe.
I'm getting old. But the band
down with the sickness.
But imagine. So I used to listen to them. Imagine how old they are now. So there's the main singer is like this big.
Sponsored by Tylenol. The tour is sponsored by Tylenol.
Dude. That's so funny because like when we're 90 years old, like you said, the Alzheimer's commercials, it's gonna be like, I remember that song, dude.
Actually, I don't remember anything.
I don't remember. That's amazing.
Apparently, walking is a great it's great to fight Alzheimer. Mm-hmm. I think Alzheimer, your brain just. You know,
the thing is, like, even if you drive different places, and like if you.
But if you drive, taking different routes.
Different routes.
Keeps your.
Because you're
fighting Alzheimer.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine my brain is. Like surrounded by cancer, Alzheimer, impotence, diarrhea, and I'm like.
So if you're
fighting, get out
to avoid impotence, you have to like have sex with random strangers. So
that's keep that idea in mind. In 10 years, I have just pussy Alzheimer. I just don't remember the last pussy I had sex with. Yeah. I'm friendly to all the girls.
I forgot to get boners.
And I'm like, oh, what? Huh? Yeah. I'll call them Claire.
Hey, what the? I call them fat.
No, let's not. No, it's gonna be great. You're getting married.
You're
not gonna wife.
No.
Are you scared of that?
No. I'm not scared.
You get no desire.
No.
Wow.
No.
Imagine your girlfriend is not listening to this right now. Mm-hmm. Would you say the same answer?
Yeah.
Let's say we turn this off.
Yeah. No, I'd say the same. Yeah, I'm fine. 100% fine. I'm not even thinking about that.
Just so you know, this segment is going to be replayed like 500 times by your girlfriend. She's trying to see if you're lying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's studying your body language.
No, I'm telling. There's nothing to.
While she's making our pins, she's like, "Is he lying? Is he?"
No, there's no tells. Sorry.
You piss your pants.
My hand's like shaking.
I will never do this. I have no desire to touch any other woman ever. No.
Down with the sickness.
Talking about sickness.
Yeah.
This is true. I lost like 3-4 pounds.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or I took a really big sure.
Yeah.
But I lost 4 pounds. I started reading a book with my friend Abby.
Oh.
Who was very, very fat.
Yeah.
And she lost like 5 million pounds.
A lot of weight. Yeah.
And she told me, this book changed my life. So
really?
I'm like, you know what? If you're gonna take a recommendation how to lose weight, listen to a really fat person who lost weight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because don't listen to fat people other than weight loss if they lose
ever.
Yeah. Exactly. They're just breathing heavy. Like, what did you say?
Unless it's like directions to the buffet. They know the best direction.
Like the most efficient way to get to the buffet.
Yeah, better than Waze.
Yeah, better than Waze. It's called the Fat App. And you're like, okay, tumble down the stairs. Just the least energy to burn to get to the buffet. That's oh my god, that's so funny. So anyway, I'm reading the book and it's very smart. I'm enjoying it, and I think it helped me associate doing things to feel good by being healthy.
Okay.
Because, and I developed my own methods. You want to hear my method?
Yeah.
If you're fat and if you don't lose weight, here's what I realized. I feel discomfort of being fat only when I'm outside my house.
Yeah.
Because when I'm inside my house,
You're not aware of it.
I'm wearing home clothes.
Yeah, I wear like
they're all huge.
I wear like a freaking what's it called, like a big dress basically at home.
So you don't feel you're comfortable in your skin, right?
And then you put on normal clothes. You're like
exactly like your tits show up.
Yeah, you're like.
I saw a video on stage where I saw like these are tits. I have tits. I swear, like it was just. Like, there was a line, like when girls wear,
and it pushes out, and
nipple to nipple, and I'm like, I have tits. People are not laughing because of the punchline. They're like, look at this, look at those tits.
Hey, I'm laughing.
So you laugh at the wrong things, by the way. Because I'm like, oh, you said something that was funny, so I tried it on stage, and people were like, oh
no, that's the greatest thing ever, dude. That's honestly, that's you so closing the door with
I'm
your.
Not, but maybe because there were like 7 minutes of me just going, oh, I'm fat.
Maybe
they're like, is he okay? Can someone do it?
Anyways, I love it.
So what I do now, since I realized, because at home I get pleasure, right? I get pleasure because I eat sugar and bread, so I'm like, I'm getting.
Crappy.
Even if it's a short time, I'm getting that feeling. Outside, I don't get it because I'm not going to eat 2 pounds of pizza outside because I have shows. I have things to do.
Yeah. But after the show.
But after, I'll do that at home.
Yeah,
I won't do that outside. It's just too much time. Yeah. I just get disgusting at home because I'm not wearing my tight jeans. I'm wearing my big pajama pants. So I don't feel the discomfort of life because and I lie down. Dude, you can eat a whole buffalo if you can just lie down afterwards and do nothing for like a day.
Like the whole animal?
Yeah,
like
dude,
raw?
I bet you can eat. Like if you have nothing to do afterwards, you'll eat tremendous amounts of food.
I know, it's true.
So now what I do, my method, listen to this, is that in my house I wear like my sweater that are a bit tight on me. So I'm home. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
So I go to grab like a bar of chocolate. I'm like,
and you're like, no, I don't want.
I'm so like,
no way.
It's like my additional skin. You know, they say you're uncomfortable in your skin. So I'm like, I added a layer of tight skin.
So wait, is this from the book or is this yours?
This is me.
Oh,
this is my.
So wait, you were like, I'm better. I'm more smarter than the book, and then
it gives you the thought.
Okay.
In the sense that it gives you like it explains the science.
Yeah.
It's like if I say 2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah.
But then you design a rocket ship.
Oh.
You inspired. It's the science. It's like the theory, and then you apply it.
Oh, interesting.
You know?
That's cool.
Yeah.
What's this book called?
I forgot.
Taco Bell is shit or
Bright Lines, I think.
Bright Lines?
I think it's called Bright. I don't know yet why it's
Bright
called
Lines.
Bright Lines.
Eventually it's gonna be the end or something.
I don't know. When
heart attack.
When the line at the hospital when you die, it's a bright line, bro. That's it. I have no idea. I haven't gotten there yet. Yeah. It's just now it's explaining how the brain processes food.
That's
and
really
fat.
interesting. That's cool.
Yeah. So this is my.
And you're reading it like you just or listening to it or?
No, I read it. I read it, and I think if you don't like reading or if you're if you have ADHD like me, here's how you should read. Okay. What I do is that I read on my phone. I put the phone on Do Not Disturb, so I don't get zero notification. I read in complete darkness. So I'm in my room, surrounded by darkness. You know my room; it's a blackout room, so that you don't see your hand.
Yeah,
in
you
front
have
of
the phone over your face, right?
And what I do is that the words appear in white, and the page is black. Ooh. So what happens? You're reading words floating in space. Literally, it's as if God came down.
Yeah.
He's like, look at the knowledge that I am giving you. Like literally, if you're slightly high, you would think that the words are flowing in space and you're reading them.
That's cool.
And there's nothing to defocus you. I have ADHD.
You need to focus. Yeah.
So I just I'm like just reading this, and then I get sleepy, and then you go to sleep.
And you think you're gonna continue, and one day you'll be like.
As I said, I realized my comedy career, because I used to always get pleasure from comedy, but now it's like it's my life.
Yeah,
you know?
You need some sort of.
I look at it
balance of something at least.
I never had balance. For me, it was just like if I do well, I feel great. Yeah. If I do, I feel like. Now it's like a bad day at the job. What can I do to fix it?
Yeah.
It's more of a work relationship. Yeah. You know, I love it. But. Now I get my happiness like, ooh, like today, this morning, I didn't eat 3 bagels. So I'm getting like this feeling from being healthy.
From good behavior.
I don't know how long it will last.
Yeah. As long as you're the kind of guy that needs to be in the zone.
Yeah. I'm a very
and you're going to be the zone. You need to think about it. You need to be concentrating about it. And then eventually, like, I don't know, hopefully you won't deviate. But then I don't know how many zone worlds you have. Like you have like one zone, but then also you have the comedy zone world. So you're like, okay, now I'm losing weight and I'm doing comedy, and then eventually it's gonna be, I'm not sure. Oh, I have a girlfriend and I'm doing comedy and I'm losing weight, and it's like I have a girlfriend. So that's your zone world.
Usually it's girlfriends.
Yeah.
Once a woman comes into my life, because eventually I lose enough weight where a woman will throw themselves a little bit at me. I'm not gonna lie. It becomes much easier to get laid, and then I start getting laid. But the thing is, for me, a girlfriend is you're like I'm so happy to give love to a woman and to receive love from a woman.
Yeah.
Like I feel I'm on vacation, so I'm like, calories don't count.
Yes.
Let's share a
I
dessert.
know.
Let's drink a bottle of wine and make love the whole night. Like there's no discipline when I'm with a woman. Like, who cares? I'm in love.
I know.
So I just gain automatically 30 pounds.
Wow.
And then it just, the relationship fails, and then lose weight, and then it's a horrible. I need to be disciplined with a woman.
Yeah.
I'm not disciplined with a woman.
Yeah. Well, did you see like a bunch of weight? Did you see it?
I had a talk with him. Because last time I saw him, I'm like, he looked pale. He looked like a vampire who's on a diet.
It looked crazy.
You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, just go drink blood. No, man. It's moon season, whatever the hell.
And then
like normal people have like, it's bikini season. I need to look good.
Yeah.
He's a vampire. He's like, it's moon season. It's a high moon. I gotta look good in abs under the full moon.
He looked like
a vampire who had AIDS.
He lost like so much weight so fast that he looks like one of those guys with the loose skin now almost, but he wasn't even that fat.
No.
He lost so much weight so fast.
It's insane.
And I didn't even ask it. I was just eavesdropping, like, whoa, man, what happened to you? He's like, he was saying he does like intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's not just intermittent fasting. He just doesn't eat.
He's just fasting.
He doesn't eat for like 3 days.
I'm like, it's intermittent. No, it's intermittent. I'm just not gonna eat for the next 6 weeks. It's insane. Anyways, we're talking about a mental issue here, so please censor his name.
Oh yeah, it's a mental issue.
We're mocking his.
No, it's interesting, but I'll censor his name.
That being said, I'm extremely jealous.
Yeah.
He's like, I lost 22 pounds in a month.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's insane. He walks though. He's taking care of himself.
That's good.
I hate you know me. I like the story. I don't like the person.
It's interesting.
I like the person.
Yeah.
I don't like saying the person.
Yeah. That's cool. But yeah.
I had a fun weekend.
Yeah, you did a lot of shows.
Yeah, I did a theater, guys.
Yeah, nice one.
It was. I told you, right? It was like the second I did it, it was like because I did very well. So it was like, this is the best, and I swear,
and you felt like crap.
I felt like crap because I'm like, I don't know how to get that.
Yeah.
I don't know how, because they didn't know me, and it was amazing. Imagine you go and they're all your fans.
I know.
It must be.
And then you go to the next city and you're like, sup, bitch.
And then the jokes, the flow. So I'm like, I don't know how to, like, people who, like, I'm grateful I got the gig, and I hope he gives me more gigs like this. But it's odd because I'm like, why would you listen to me?
Yeah.
Like, you have no idea who I am,
It's
and
true.
I'm talking.
Yeah, it is odd.
To God, literally. I'm talking to like 500 people.
Yeah. But are they
people our level should be like, okay, 50 people should listen to you.
But are they there to see the headline? Do they know the headliner even?
It was a fundraiser.
And
that
okay.
headliner is like a pro who's been doing it for many years.
Okay.
Destroyed whatever.
Oh, wow.
I was just at the 20, you know.
Okay.
So it was just like, why would anyone? Why would a huge group of people? So I'm like, how can I get a huge group of people to know me enough to come listen to me? That's like the next.
Yeah, that's
the next.
That's big. That's next.
I sort of like, the work, you know.
Yeah, the thought, the tuning of the content, the tuning of the ideas.
I told you I sound like Louis C.K. exactly. Yeah. Because it's writing at this point. You're not being funny. You're just writing. It's like, here's my text. Yeah. And I'm telling it to you, and I write so much like Louis C.K.
Yeah. No. Last week I opened up for this dude, and he was telling me, or I forgot. He was talking about like how he sells the whole show from Facebook ads and like ads and stuff. So, but he has like fans that come see him and like anytime he's in town, right? But a lot of the audience still don't know what the show is. They just see weed, comedy, and magic. So, but that's how he promotes it. He does the weed, comedy, and magic.
It's
right?
Crazy how much this suits you, by the way.
Really?
Because if I'm high on weed, you're like, what is this creature? Like, you're hilarious. Plus, people who like magic, they'll like your,
Yeah.
you're a bit magical, and you're like, you're like, huh? You pulled a rabbit. It's oh my God, you found your niche.
It was a lot of like trying to think. It was surprisingly a lot of like First Nation people in the audience.
Really?
Because they love mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're magic too.
Oh.
they do voodoo. I don't know, but they're dude. There was this woman. She was so wasted, but like she's a pro at being wasted. She held it together. Like he's a magician, right? So he brings people on stage, and she he'd be like, "Can you please give me your phone?" And she'd be like, "Which phone?" She had like 3 phones, and he was so confused. And part of the trick, he has to like break a phone. But, like, it's like he doesn't actually break it, but she actually throws her phone down. It's like the show became chaotic because and he was like, every time I come to Montreal, it's just the most chaotic show. Because Montreal, apparently, they're all like lunatics. They don't give a just one
Montreal.
Montreal. Out of every audience in Canada, Montreal are the least respectful but the most fun.
But I think imagine that's comedy in Montreal.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine you go outside, you're like, oh, this is easy peasy lemon squeezy, and it's true.
Yeah. I bet, right?
I swear it's true. Theater, easiest set of my life, because they're like, oh, we're here to laugh. We paid a lot of money. We're gonna laugh. The second, it's like a virus, right? Wow, one person laughs, everyone around him laughs, and everyone. So it builds up.
Yeah. Everybody thought I was the magician because they didn't know who the guy was. And I went on the stage, and they were like, "Oh," and they were like, "Oh, it's weird, it's a comedy show," and they're laughing and shit. And then after the show, everyone came up to me, and they're like, "We thought you were the magician. We didn't know there was a magician." And I'm like, I don't know.
Is that a top hat? Like
this? It's so funny.
Oh yeah. Well,
so
now you
many
learn.
people.
Now next time you're gonna go, guys. Your magician or headliner is.
Well, he told me not to. He just just do your thing and then introduce me. And then I gave him a big introduction. I was like, okay, yeah.
Well, you can say my name is, but like, I'm not a magician.
Yes, I don't like halting because I feel that's like
you could be funny.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I just don't like
the
idea
I
of
know
halting.
one magic trick and like do this.
That's funny.
I'm not. And you could go like, hey, and okay. If it was me, here's what I would do. I would go on stage.
Yeah.
Thank you, and wait, everyone come down, and you're like, I'm not the magician. I'm the comedian. And then they were like, oh, okay. Then, how can one? And then just do a quick joke off the top.
No, it is funny.
Whatever, do you?
I know. The thing is, it's like it was such a stressful situation because there's not even a host. You're just running on stage.
Yeah, you're the host. And that will happen often.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Yeah. Oh my God, it'll be funny. Just like everyone's silent. I think it will bomb, so don't do it.
What?
Like if you just go on
That's
stage.
What I was thinking. Yeah,
spotlight on you, thousands of people, and you're like,
all right, here's David Blaine. There, Gabriel, everybody. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he's like, he stole my bit. It's like
he pulls a thumb out of his like gut, like his stomach.
He's like, did you mean this?
It's
like,
my thumb's missing.
Blood.
Yeah. But after the show,
so cool.
I met up with Claire, and then we had a few drinks, and then we had Subway.
We had, like, I thought you were gonna say we had sex. I'm like, why is he telling me we had sex?
No,
we had Subway. Sorry.
So listen, okay, this is something as we're both getting fat, and we're all fat guys, and I love Subway. I haven't had Subway in a while, but this week somehow we had Subway 2 times in 1 week. From Friday to Friday we had Subway, right?
Every day.
No, like
once a week.
One Friday, and then the next Friday we had Subway. So first, okay, I'll tell you the second Subway story. It's not a story, a comparison. So the second Subway, little skinny little girl making me like my Subway sandwich. I'm like asking for all the things. Like I like a bunch of toppings on my sandwich, right? I love like olives, hot peppers, tomatoes, onions, crispy onions, and then sauce. So I asked, can I get Southwest sauce? And she goes like this. And I'm like, can I have more? Because usually it's like, and she went like this. And I'm like, can I have like another? And she goes like this. And I'm like, can I have more? And she's like, so I had to ask for a different sauce so she can go all over like a big. And I was like, what the? Like, I was like, oh, so she's a little girl. She's making a sandwich how she would. The first time I went to Subway, biggest, fattest guy I've ever seen. He made a sandwich for a fat guy. He was like, yo, you want more? Hey, I'll give you this. Hey, by the way, we got extra. We got like a new cheese. You want? He was like, and I'm like, dude, this guy. The other girl couldn't even close my sandwich. She was so small. The other guy was like eating it. He was like, hey, this is tasty.
Oh my god.
He was comparing, like, I was like, dude, fat guys, they should only hire fat guys at Subway.
I never trust a skinny chef.
No.
Oh my god, the fact that she couldn't. Okay, I have a friend.
Yeah.
There's a correlation. I have a friend who goes to happy ending massages.
Okay.
And he always goes for like the tiny Asian girl because he wants his penis
Oh.
to be huge in her head. You don't want, you're like reverse, like I want my sandwich to be huge. I don't want it to be I want a
Yeah.
big man's hand to grab it, like make it big. I want a big sandwich.
She gave me like healthy portions of
Yeah.
toppings. I was like,
Look,
what is
you
this? I
got your
want
fruits and vegetables? And
fruits and
there's too much sodium, sir. I can't put so
was
much
like-
sauce.
I was like, what the
That's so
fuck?
funny.
I was so upset.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Always trust the fat guy.
Yeah.
For sandwiches, they're the kings.
Yeah.
The kings of sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't trust them with a salad, but you can trust them with a sandwich.
Yes.
Yeah. Subway. What do you get usually? What's your order?
So on the fat guy sandwich, I got like the Supremo. It's
How many inches?
12.
Okay, like
with
you're
like
a man.
Italian herbs and
Yeah,
spices,
yeah.
and then I got the Supremo, which is like 5 different like deli meats. I ate that. I felt so bad, and I'm like, the second time I went, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get something different. So I got like the spicy chicken something, and dude, the amount of chicken is in there is insane. And I don't know, like it's 2 times in a month. This is a lot. Like I'm not gonna. I felt bad. Like I felt so bad.
Imagine you feel bad, but you just lie down.
Yeah.
You're like a lion who just ate the zebra.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, I don't have to do anything. I ate a zebra.
I know, but I get nightmares, dude, when I go to bed on a full stomach.
Yeah, but
I
that's
was
like
up all night.
lions must have craziest dreams. But it's okay. It's worth
They're
the
like,
price. It's worth the price. You ate for 20 minutes.
Dude, I think like when I eat a lot of food, this is gonna sound insane, but like when I eat a lot of food and I go to bed, my actual conscious is like I'm in a dream state, right? When I don't eat a lot and I'm asleep and I'm having all these dreams, and I don't typically remember my dreams, but when I eat my food, I remember all my thoughts, all my dreams, and I keep on waking up every hour.
Yeah, because your body is awake. Your body is like
Yeah, and and it's moving.
digesting.
Yeah, but my thoughts are
It's
insane.
plastic. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with all the plastic in the bread?
Dude, I dreamt. This was before the Shane Gillis SNL. I somehow dreamt like what his show was gonna be on SNL.
Wow.
And it was like I was like, oh, dude, I bet it's gonna be crazy. Because Shane Gillis is crazy. And the episode I dreamt was like the most up hardcore. Like this
It's
is
better than what happened at SNL.
dude. If it was not an SNL, it would like they would shut down SNL. Like that. Let me tell you what this is. This is actually what I dreamt.
Let's get banned. Let's go.
He's like he's in America, and he's like, let's see how the differences between America and Europe with the police, okay? And so he goes and he like I think he like breaks a window and he smashes like a grocery store, and the police officer's like, what's going on here? He's like, oh, sorry, someone robbed the place. And he's like, and the police officer's like, okay, we'll figure this out. And then this is how Europe is like. And he goes and he does the same thing, but the cop is like, what the God! And they start chasing him through like doorways, and he's like, and Janglis is like screaming at the top of his lungs like a pig. He sounds like a pig squealing. He's like, it's different in Europe. It's different in Europe. And imagine like then the sketch in my dream was like 10 minutes long of him getting shot at and chased.
It's a nightmare.
And I'm like, and my dream was me watching the show. So I'm like thinking, what type of show is this?
Your brain created entertainment for you to watch and not live.
And I'm like, is
That's
this what
hilarious.
I'm dreaming? Is that why I wake up all like anxious sometimes? I'm like, my body's like
100%.
It's like a bunch of dogs ripping my brain apart.
100%.
Crazy. Anyway, I don't know if that made any
Epic.
sense.
No, I saw it, and it's funny, like because if I was living it, I would be scared. But you were watching, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You were watching a dream, which is whoa.
Yeah.
I never watched a dream.
I was watching my dream on a
You
TV.
literally wrote a joke.
Yeah.
You wrote a joke.
I was thinking like, oh, that'll be one day I'll make that sketch or something.
Yeah, you wrote it. You're a comedian.
Yeah.
Have you ever dreamt a joke?
Yeah. I've dreamt. Remember my mushroom soup video?
Yeah.
That whole premise was a dream.
I dream jokes.
Oh
Like
yeah.
my,
You told me the airplane joke.
The airplane joke.
Yeah.
I woke up. I'm like, this is.
Yeah.
I have a 9/11 joke, guys. Okay, and I dreamt it, and this is where like
You already told this joke on the podcast.
Yeah?
Though. Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell the joke. I just want to say the
okay.
feeling. So I wrote a 9/11 joke, and I dreamt a 9/11 joke, and when I woke up, I was so excited.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I have a new joke. And it's a perfect joke. I knew it. In my mind, I'm like, the only people who would get how happy I am right now are the people who actually thought of 9/11. Like bin Laden is like, Mahmoud, I have two great ideas. Do you like Boeing? Like, I'm sure no one would understand the joy I felt in my heart, other those that dreamt
the
of
real,
9/11.
the real dreamers.
That joke never got lost because people were like, "Hey, it's true," as if like I'm not allowed to feel good.
Yeah,
having had a thought about 9/11.
You remind them the joke was about 9/11.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, "Hey,
you tricked
make
me.
us feel bad for laughing."
Yeah,
Anyways.
evil.
So yeah, I went to Pembroke at their theater. It was fun. And then, okay, this is a primo story.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Dude. So the show ends. Everything went well. I got a hotel room. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So I go to the hotel, and it's like it's a tiny city hotel. So it's like a Holiday Inn, very nice, brand new, excellent, 2 floors, nothing huge. I walk in, I check in, and I look, and there's a lobby, and in the lobby, and I see like teenagers.
Okay.
They're teenagers, you know. It's 10 p.m. in Pembroke. There's nothing to do. I tried to go eat after the show, and the only place open was Pizza. Like there was nothing open. So I'm like, oh, they have nothing to do. They're probably playing around. Why are there so many teenagers? Probably a hockey competition or something. They're traveling. They're all staying, you know, like, oh, it's Friday night or Saturday night. We're in a hotel. Yeah. They're enjoying their life. I'm like, okay. I go up to the second floor, and I want to go to my room. So I'm walking in the lobby, and I see there's like a bunch of teenagers in the lobby, but this time they're all quiet. They're just like, they're just standing. They're just standing awkwardly. I'm like, what? Why? Like 10 teenagers just standing. I'm like, what's happening? And as I'm approaching to my room, I start hearing coming from one of the rooms, yeah, oh, daddy, harder, yeah, dude, as loud as you can imagine. So all these teenagers, they're probably walking, and then they heard the couple having sex.
Oh, okay.
So they're all just like, they're listening like a porn podcast. They're like,
dude.
They're like, it was, dude. And I'm passing by and I see them. They're like,
that's not what I had thought in my head.
What is that?
I thought that they were all lined up to bang some girl.
No, they're teenagers. They're kids.
How old are they? Like 15?
Fucking 16. Okay. So they're all like, it was, you could see like they're all virgins. They're like at the cusp of like getting laid. So they're like,
oh, wow.
Imagine you're hearing porn.
Wow.
Like
and it's real
radio.
Real banging, right?
Yeah. Wow. Just, it's a hotel.
Did you see the...
So people are banging, you know?
Did you see the people after the next
I don't know. Every woman I saw afterwards, because I didn't hear the guy.
Yeah.
I heard the woman.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Pembroke.
Hey, pass the puck. Hey.
That was a great comedy show, wasn't it, honey?
So it was so funny just to hear them. It's just, you had to see their face. They're like, because they clearly never heard that. So they're like,
my dad sounds way different.
Anyways, I was hoping this would get a bigger laugh, but you did not understand. Like,
I did. I liked it.
But you thought they were all waiting to gangbang here. That's not.
Oh. I was like, this is so crazy. They're like waiting, like, because for some reason you were like, they're all staring at the door. Yeah. When you were like this, I was like, oh, they're waiting to, they're gonna like gang, like, run a train on this young.
They're forming a core memory, like a core memory of, dude, that story. They're gonna jack off to that story when they're 50. Just the first time they heard a woman have sex. Yeah. Imagine you're 15. Yeah. And you're in a hotel, and you're like, oh, this is what people do in a hotel. Yeah. They bang loudly because it's a hotel. Oh, I'm so happy for them.
Yeah. No. I grew up with like neighbors banging and shit.
Yeah, you could hear.
Yeah, in not my house, but in what's it called? My dad's place.
Oh, it was your dad banging.
That and other people, other neighbors. Yeah.
Oh wow,
like,
really?
Yeah, Laval, Chomedy, you know.
Really?
Yeah, wow. Greeks, horny Greeks.
I've heard only twice, I think. That time I heard people have sex, and once I was going to an apartment, my first apartment, and I heard people, like, the window was open. I heard I remember going woo, wow. And then quiet. That's the only 2 times I ever heard sex. It's sexy. It's nice.
Yeah. No, hey, it's nice. Yeah. My
it's naughty.
Even I think when I used to live in NDG, my neighbor was like a cam girl for sure. I think she had to have been. She was always like, oh yeah, you like that? All right, hold on.
Is that what you could hear across the?
Yeah, like her, like I don't remember. I'm not that I don't remember. I never met her because my like my neighbor, like the door, like the walls are like touching.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't like my direct neighbor because there was 2 staircases that went on 2 different sides of the building.
Yeah.
So but the door was on the other side of the apartment. So
Yeah.
like only our walls. So I never was on that side of the apartment. So I never ever ran into that person ever.
But you could hear going, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
Like, bling, bling, the coins or whatever. Bling, bling,
Yeah, something
bling.
like that. Yeah, and then she had like a boyfriend, and the boyfriend was like always mean to her.
Oh, wow, you could hear that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And she'd be like, he's like, whatever. He's like playing his like Xbox or something for sure.
Then banging a 10
Yeah.
on a cam girl.
Yeah.
What a life. Other than that, man, I'm just getting ready for the Ottawa show.
Woo!
Ottawa. Guys, if you made it this far, you probably like us or hate us. Either way, Ottawa. If you live in Ottawa, come Saturday, March 23rd at 10 p.m. at Yuck Yucks. And listen, we have a discount code, but don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
If you use the discount code Good Night, all capital letters, you'll get a 2-for-1. So
Woo.
you pay for 1 ticket, then you get 2 tickets. So
It's
you
pretty
bring
good.
a date. You can bring a friend, your mom, his mom.
Yeah.
2-for-1, discount code Good Night, Saturday, March 23rd. Gabe, put the thing in the bio.
Yeah.
so they
I'll
can
put a
click it.
link. Yuck dot whatever. It's Yuck
Just-
Yucks
he's
Ottawa.
gonna put it.
Yeah, you'll see it.
He's going to put it.
Good
You
night
click,
code.
discount code Good Night. If you made it this far, also put it on the Spotify thing.
Yeah.
If you don't want to come, just buy 10 tickets as a present for us.
Ooh.
That'll be nice. Actually, no, don't do that. Actually, don't do that. Whatever show we have, buy.
Yeah, buy tickets and come.
Yeah, that would be great. Because really, we've been having great shows, man.
Mhm.
Honestly, like
Yeah.
Sunday show was so
Yeah,
fucking good.
it was good. Yeah, it was really good.
So fun.
It was great.
It was so.
Yeah.
Censor that word. You guys want to see us uncensored? You have to come.
You have to
comedy
come. You have
shows.
to pay.
Yeah.
You have to
You
pay
have to
for
pay-
the
it's
uncensored.
Sunday shows pay what you can, by the way. You have no reason not to
Yeah,
come. You don't have to
calm
give
down.
us money. We barely make money.
Yeah.
For me, our Sunday show is like, you know, when you go volunteer at the hospice
Yeah. Oh,
or whatever.
Yeah, homeless shelter.
Exact homeless shelter. Like, okay, we're going to give you our 100%. Pay whatever you can. Some people can't afford for, $10 for a ticket. So like,
I
come
know.
Sunday.
Just there's like this. Anyway, whatever.
Come
Yeah,
Sunday.
come.
It's always so fun. You meet people from all around the world.
Yeah,
I
it's very
can't
fun.
tell you how fun it is.
It's great.
And I think we're the freest because it's our show.
Do anything we want.
The bartender loves us.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, you can. I didn't know. I couldn't even tell that bartender at first because she's very, very not cold. She's very like.
She's French.
Hello.
She's French. She's not.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not used to it. She's a very warm French accent.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay, that's great. Yeah, she's nice.
No, she likes us. The place likes us.
That's good.
you
I'm
know.
glad.
So come. We're so free.
Yeah.
We say so many stupid things.
And make sure to come only to the show on Sunday, not the one on Tuesday.
Go to whatever show you want. Our show is on Sunday.
Yeah.
Our show, the best show,
Yeah.
let's be honest, is on Sunday. I make sure of it. Forget emotions, quality-wise.
Yeah.
The best.
I've been reading books. I haven't brought up books in a while because I've been reading this one book. It took me a month. It was so long. I finished it. It took a month. It not good. Anyway, I spent a month of my life
Listening, reading.
listening, going to the gym, being like, it was the most depressing book I've ever read. It's about people stuck in like the Arctic, and they're like just freezing to death, and then they all die. Basically, it's the whole.
He's
It's the
reading
most
about the
brutal.
history of Canada.
Yeah, basically, yeah. They're trying to find the Northern Passage. Anyway, I'm like, I need to find something light, and I started. Do you know Mordecai Rickler?
Yes.
Have you read?
Montrealer.
Have you read any of his?
I just know he used to hang out at Grumpy's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. I was like, no way. So I started listening to the book, Barney's version.
Oh, I have a story about
Really?
that.
Tell me.
Bro. So,
What?
Dad, you don't mind me interrupting your story?
No.
So, it's a good story for me. I don't know if it's a good story for you. And you'll see why it's a good story for me.
Good story. Oh, but
In the sense that I like that movie. I was 20. I just graduated McGill. I had the confidence of a god. I felt great. I had a girlfriend. Like, I was starting to date someone. And we're like, oh, let's go watch a movie. So we went to the theater and went to watch Barney's
Okay, with Paul Giamatti, right?
with Paul Giamatti. And during us watching the show, she's like, I'm going to suck your dick.
Whoa!
And she sucked my while. And I remember the actor had difficulties. Like, he forgot how to peel a banana. And I was like,
Whoa!
Never had that in my life.
Wow.
Getting blown in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Watching a guy battle
Yeah.
Alzheimer. His family losing him.
Oh, dude.
We're never gonna have him. He's never gonna be the same.
So funny.
And I remember having my in a mouth while staring at the actor,
Yeah.
forgetting how to peel a banana because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like holding the banana and she's holding my. And like that is engraved in my.
And
brain.
that's the perfect movie to have that happen, because if it was like Fast and the Furious,
I'd
or
be like, get out, woman!
Yeah, you'd be like, whoa,
Paying attention here.
Jesus! Or-
Follow the story.
Yeah, but no, it's more like it's like. Oh no, sorry. We've been spitting on each other the whole podcast.
Dude, there's more spit exchange in this than most dates I've had in the past
Whoa,
year.
sorry, dude.
That was a big one. That was a mortar shell. That was like a give me back our hostages kind of attack. You kidnapped our hostages on October 7th.
I'm so sorry. That's
And
so
I
good.
won. And you're like, "Du-du-du-du-du-du-du-du-du-du."
Oh, dude, that's so.
So it's like, it's my birthright to spit on your face.
So sorry.
My ancestors were there before you.
I'm so sorry. Oh, jeez, really feel bad.
That mouth could defend Ukraine from Russia.
But I have a really wet mouth, and I hope it's not like MS or something.
Hey, it's a good thing to have. You'd be good to get face.
But
If you were
if I was
nice.
gay and straight. But I'm trying to. This book is I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how close the book is to the movie. I haven't seen the movie.
Is there a blow? That's right.
There's there's the wet mouths.
Yeah,
But okay, one thing, the book is whatever. The book, I don't really like it that much, but I do like that it's set in Montreal in the 1950s, 60s, and like 90s. And I didn't know Montreal was such an English city back in the day. It was really English. I had no idea. And I had like the book went into more detail about the history of like how it became more French, and like basically like it was like a bunch of young people were like, we need to stand up for our French rights.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't just like it was a political movement, right? And then it was a bunch. Imagine like the like not Antifa. What's a less radical Antifa? Like, you know, socialist kids. You know,
Yeah.
imagine like these hippie kids. Those are like French kids in Montreal. They were
They're
like,
francophone.
"Vive le Québec libre!" All that. And then eventually they won, I guess, because everything's French now.
I think back then the rich were English
Yeah.
and the poor were
Yes.
French.
Uh-huh.
So that's why all the nice neighborhood, they all like Westmount, Hampstead, the downtown,
Yeah.
the West Island, like they kind of had English names, and they were all. And then you go Hochelaga, Maisonneuve,
Yeah, right.
was like super poor, but that was the French Quarter.
Mhm.
They never really mixed. Crescent was like super Anglophone.
Yeah.
I don't know where the French partied, but like this is the McGill, huge university,
Yeah.
English. Yeah.
It was such a, and I'm thinking, because I remember more English, like even the news back in the day. Like, remember like Mutsumi Takahashi and like this old guy, and they were like, "This is the news," and I'm like, what accent is that? Like, they don't sound like they're. You speak to a guy from Montreal now, they're like, it's a mixture between like immigrant and then Quebecois and like Italian. They're like, "Hey, what the," you know? And now, but then back in the early days, it was like they had like more of a Canadian accent. It was like really Canadian back in the day.
Well, that's it. Listen, it's not a bad thing that they lost.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Multiculturalism is nice.
But okay, look, for example, this one dude we know, right? Okay, this guy that we do a show, and he's like around at the show. He has that is an old Montreal accent, like you know, it's like I can't even do it. It's like kind of a little bit French.
It's rich accent. It's rich Anglophone.
But that's how all Anglophones sounded. Like even like the middle class ones, they're all just now. It's just all combined.
If he kept it, that means he doesn't hang out a lot.
No.
with people
It's
from
interesting. Like it was things totally changed, and then I remember in the book there was this young French, one of the sons of Barney from Barney's. His name is Barney Panofsky, and he has a son who's very involved in the French Revolution movement, right?
Okay.
And
As an Anglophone.
As an Anglophone Jew, but he grew up in Montreal and he went to school with a lot of French kids, and so he got into trouble, and he had to go in front of the court, and the judge was like. I remember when I was a kid, because the judge was a young Quebecois Francophone person, and being like, when I needed to read the packet of macaroni, I could not read it because it was in English. And I'm thinking like, what? When was that in Montreal? Everything was everything was English. Like even like
Well, there was no laws.
No,
so
yeah.
People were just like, we'll just why print in two languages? Hire two people.
Yeah.
Just do it in English. It's the most universal language. Yeah.
And then it cuts to the 90s where he's like in his 70s or something, and he's like going to Grumpy's, right? In the book, it's called Dinks, but it's based on Grumpy's.
Okay.
And they were making fun of the language laws then, because like the French word needed to be bigger than the English word, right? And which is now, I think it's still the same or whatever, right?
Yeah, I think
But I was reading a review of the book, and people were thought that was the funniest thing ever. They thought the book was absurdist, but that's actually reality. They didn't even realize it. So I was like, I thought that was funny.
Oh, that's so silly.
Like people being like,
people outside of Quebec, they're like, what?
They're like, that's so like what? Let the weirdest language laws, and then them because he was making jokes about how there was the language police, and part of like one of the stories he tells is like a language police walks into Grumpy's and being like, you need to change the sign. You need to make the French bigger than the English or something, and then everyone's making fun of them.
You know, in Iran, they have the chastity police or whatever, where let's say a woman is uncovered her hair, he's like, hey, cover your hair, or a guy is being profane, he's like, hey, don't, and they're like, sometimes they'll smack you or whatever.
Okay.
And then they'll throw you in prison. It's too crazy. It's like a Sharia law.
Yeah.
So here you have the language police.
Yeah.
It's like their own atheistic Sharia law. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, what?
Weird, yeah.
Who cares what language? It's like, no, you have to
But I didn't
obey
realize
the laws of their God.
I didn't realize how long it was going on for. It's crazy. It's like it's like 30 years now.
Apparently, they're changing they wanted to change the signage laws.
What signage?
Like the signs. What do you call them? Said French has to be bigger than English.
Yeah.
Apparently, they want to change it again and make it even more restrictive.
Oh wow!
So like the English has to be huge, has to be super small, and it's gonna cost millions of dollars for all the places to update.
Wow. Well, McGill and Concordia are suing the government now.
But for different things, right?
Well, different things. They're suing it because they international students or not international students outside of Quebec. So like if you're from Ontario, you come to McGill or Concordia, you got to pay $20,000 a year compared to I think it was like 3 or something. So now because of that, nobody's gonna go to these schools anymore, and so now I think McGill and Concordia are now suing the government, being like, hey, like you need to either subsidize this somehow because
that loss of money we're gonna have.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It will make people. We're turning into America. You know, America. Your parents have to. If you want to go to university, your parents have to be rich, or you're gonna get like $100,000 loan.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
It's like it forces people.
Or you got to go to Saskatoon or some town or something.
And it's your degree. Everyone's like, it's the same math. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like if you stick to core things. Like engineering, whatever, I think you'll be fine. Like let's say engineering, that's crazy. That's not good.
No, there's a lot of friction with the.
So basically, what you're saying is just the rich people can come to my city. If you know what I mean? It's just a rich people tax.
Well, tourism. I don't think it's gonna affect tourism.
Not tourism, students.
Yeah, students. Yeah.
So okay, now let's say we used to get 100 students.
Yeah.
And now only the richest 30 are gonna come.
Yeah.
The people who have money, they don't care how much it costs. They have money.
No.
So whether they pay 20 or 60,000. Your daddy's rich, so he'll pay for it.
It's true.
So you'll just get the really, really rich people coming to your city. That's all.
Yeah, I know, but it's a little.
It's not good. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying, like, if you're seeing now.
But the money isn't going to the school. It's going to like.
Who cares? I'm saying like the people who you're gonna be surrounded with are gonna be. The richest people who could come.
Yeah.
Wow. So I don't know if that's good to have more rich.
Then it's really gonna change. It's gonna be like.
Imagine rent is gonna even more. Because imagine that everyone who's from out of Canada, he's rich.
Or like it's gonna be all like millionaire Chinese kids.
Oh, that's already
speaking
happening.
French,
dude. Guy Concordia, the area of Concordia. Yeah. When I was young, it was Arab city, bro. It was full of Arab restaurants, Arab cafes, and everything. You walk now, it's all Asian restaurants. Why? Because all those rich Chinese that I work with, they come here.
Magnets, man.
Magnets. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why it used to be very Arabic. Now it's very Asian. There's a couple of still Arabic places left. It's the wave of money. Back then was the wave of Arab money. Now it's the wave of Chinese money. Wonder what's the next wave. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. AI or something.
It's gonna be Chinese for a long time.
Me like you.
Me pay you long time. Let me tell you, they got the money.
Me and Claire on I can't remember what day actually. It might have been a few weeks ago. We woke up early and we had nothing to do all day. So and we had like free tickets to this museum. So it was like the Museum of Contemporary Arts or whatever, and I forget what art is what. Like I'm like, oh wait, I have to be like, fine arts is old stuff, contemporary arts is new stuff. I'm like, oh, and I was like, oh wait, we're going to the new stuff. So we're going, And then I usually Google where everything is. I went on the website. It was said Plaza Zard. We go to Plaza Zard. It's nowhere near Plaza Zard. Like it said, like they must have just moved, and so we go to the real place, and it's not a museum. It's just one exhibit.
Okay.
So it's a really small exhibit. I'm like, okay, exhibit. But
Hey, pimp your car.
Pimp my
Let me pimp your car with contemporary art. Listen to this. Only 2 tires. Contemporary art exhibit. Oh yeah, exhibit.
And then okay, it was an exhibit for Pussy Riot.
What?
You remember Pussy Riot?
Yeah.
Like those crazy
The
Russian
Russians.
girls.
The Russian girls.
So we're like,
all the things you say. Is that her?
No, I think that's
Come into my
Tattoo.
head. Oh, okay, that's wrong. Wrong lesbians.
They're
sorry.
like, I think they're
K.D. Lang. Sorry, I don't know any song of K.D. Lang, so I just started singing K.D. Lang. K.D. Yeah, Pussy Riot. Pussy Riot was a female band, girls from Russia,
and they like hated the government, and
like
they wanted to take down
yeah.
Putin,
and he put them in prison or something.
Yeah, so we go in, and the first thing you see, you walk in, it's like a big, huge TV at the entrance, like this, and it's like some kind of like middle-aged woman. I guess she was part of the band, and she's standing over like a big painting of Putin. And she's standing on a chair, and she pulls up her sweater, and you just see the biggest, nastiest vagina, and starts pissing all over. A video, and it's like on loop the whole time, and we're like, oh! And there's a microphone right by the piss. So all you hear is like the loudest piss on a painting, and I'm like, at first we're like, we need to be serious. This is art, and then we're like, this is so stupid, and then it's so like vulgar. God.
Putin must be going, oh,
I know.
Oh, you're pissing on my photo.
And so it wasn't even art. It was just like a bunch of music videos of them.
Frustrated women.
Angry women who hate the government, whatever. And then like someone drew on the wall like hundreds of words of text, and we're trying to read them. It's like this big, and it's like drawn on a Sharpie, and we're like going around, and everyone's like, there's so many people somehow, because I think everybody got tricked. Yeah, it was free, and we just left. It's like, this is so bad. We went to McDonald's, had a coffee. We're like, this is way better. Anyway, we just saw a giant vagina.
I would like. Maybe that's why she grew the bush. Like, I can't have.
But it wasn't even bushy. It was like, like Homer Simpson's mouth. It looked like that.
Yeah, but he has no hair. Oh, damn.
Like.
Okay, can you type? I want to see the actual thing. Can you type?
I wonder if that exists.
What are you gonna type? Women pissing on.
Pussy Riot peeing
on Putin video.
I wonder if that exists.
For sure.
Oh, here you go.
Urine. Pussy Riot arrives. Is that her?
This is like very similar to the thing I went to.
It's a traveling.
It must be a traveling thing. I shouldn't be shitting on them. They might have been there.
No. I think they're in prison, aren't they?
No, they're out now, I think.
Pissing on Putin. There's so many. Oh, okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see her vagina. There's a woman putting her life at risk. I'm like, can I see her pussy?
Look like that.
But like this?
Yeah, like that. It was like.
There's a 5 o'clock shadow?
It was like brown or something. I know, whatever.
Poor lady goes to prison trying to defend the freedom.
I know.
And we're like, bro, check out her pussy. Then you wonder women why they complain about men all the time. They're like, I'm gonna die trying to prove a point, and you're like, whoa, show me your puss, bitch.
I know. I did feel bad, but anyway, it was awkward, and there were so many people. And we're all trying. I was like, this is weird. It was like the first time I felt like I was going to get COVID again for some reason. I was like, oh, the pussy, musky, all feminists in there.
They're spraying piss in the air just for the ambiance.
It's like a bunch of like cats. Like cats, they spray like weird.
How many people were laughing, first of all? Was there any sound of laughter?
Like every boyfriend that was dragged to was like.
Yeah, but that's not laughter. That's like, oh, Jesus. But was there like people joking around?
No. Everyone's very serious.
Everyone was like, those people?
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
With like a,
Yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah. Pink hair, half shaved.
A lot of that.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Did bigger than the other. A lot of. How many Instagram stories or posts did you see being taken?
I didn't see any.
Ooh.
Nobody was on their phone.
Oh, maybe they weren't allowed to pull out their phone.
No.
Sometimes the art they don't like to share it because we didn't find
Oh,
it.
maybe. Yeah.
They're like, oh, we don't want this to.
Yeah.
look,
Also, it seems like like I wanted the whole
Yeah,
time
but
to show. I
those
wanted to text
people-
you, be like, "Hey, bro, look at your mom."
Those, those people, they want to signal that.
Yeah, they want to. Yeah.
But maybe here's why Pussy Riot is a bit old. So
Mm.
that generation, maybe young people right now, they don't have a Pussy Riot. They have Zelensky. He's their anti-Putin.
He's anti-Putin.
You know, we had Pussy Riot. They had
Yeah.
Zelensky. So basically, if Zelensky was here, then you'd see a lot of because it would be like younger
Yeah,
people.
it's because he's always like flexing.
these 5 perfect shots.
Perfect beard.
His beard is the pussy lips of Pussy Riot. It's the same consistency.
Does he travel with a trainer and a barber?
Oh man, you think? Oh, that would be great.
Because he looks kind of. He
like,
looks like he's getting healthier and more jacked.
It's true.
He looks good.
I'm on TRT for my country. I started the keto diet. You know, I'm eating only meat.
I walk
And
everywhere.
I walk everywhere. Exactly. That's what I'm doing. I listen to Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I'm reading a book called The Thin Lines. Thin Bright Lines help me lose weight for my country. For my country, of course.
Yeah, he's gonna arm wrestle Putin.
Oh yeah, I think he would lose.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
at this point.
I don't know if you know this. Sometimes, you know, you hear your parents saying, oh my God, I remember when the wall fell in Germany. There was a big thing. I remember when that president tear down that wall.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Gorbachev,
Bush.
tear down that wall. Is it Bush?
I think it was the first Bush.
I think it's Reagan, no?
Oh, Reagan.
I think it was. Anyways, the American president who went, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall.
Yeah.
Those huge political moments in life, and we're like, whoa, that's insane that they got to witness, and they talk about it in their old age. I think in our generation now, it's the Tucker Carlson Vladimir Putin interview that happened.
Oh my God.
The fact that even though I'm sure it was 100% censored the way he wanted and cut the way he wanted, just the idea to listen to one of the most powerful men in history talk is our the wall falling down.
Did you watch some of that video?
I listened to it, and I listened to the podcast. Dictators fascinate me because people say, like, how did people follow Hitler? They underestimate the power of his charm. Like how much he was able to capture people, like really powerful people in history. Benjamin Netanyahu, when he went on, I don't know what podcast, I listened to it, and he has a perfect English.
Wow.
And you get mesmerized by how well spoken, how eloquent and well spoken he is.
Gotcha.
And you're like, oh, that's why you're able to change whatever you want, because you got that magic spell you put on people. So I'm like, oh, I want to listen to Putin. Here's the thing. Putin only speaks Russian.
Yeah, he doesn't speak anything.
He doesn't speak any other language but Russian, because he said, I want to express myself exactly with my thoughts, and Russian is my language. He's perfectly bilingual, apparently. He's like, I'm only going to express myself in Russian so that I say the words that I mean, and you guys can't mess up with what I say. The interview, there was a translator.
Yeah.
So, but they didn't hire just any translator. They hire a translator who's like, I will speak exactly like Putin, but he has that accent when he speaks. So he's like, you see, Carlson, when I would lead, and then he's just, I'm like, oh, this is hilarious. They hired a translator who sounds exactly like Putin, and he has that accent when he speaks. However, his English is perfect. He just speaks with an accent to reflect the fact that he is imitating a Russian man. It's hilarious.
Did you see where Carlson goes to like a grocery store?
No.
And he's like, look at the grocery stores in Russia. Oh, you can't be. It just looks like a Costco.
Yeah.
He's just there. Look at the bread. He's like smelling the bread. He's like, you won't get this in America. And I'm like, how America? Or like he's going up like an escalator with a carriage. You know, like Maxi or Provigo, you put the carriage and then it has magnets to like hold you down. He was apparently so impressed by that. That was the whole video. The whole video was him being like, look at this. Huh? Yeah. Look at that.
I'll explain why he did this. This is all marketing.
Exactly.
Because many, many years ago, when the Soviet Union was still alive and kicking, I believe it was Gorbachev. Gorbachev went to America, and the story is he went to visit a supermarket, and he was blown away by the amount of food there is and the amount of choices there is, because he was from Soviet Union. He's like, you want soap? This is the only soap we have. We don't have other soap. So it wasn't... When he saw the abundance of food and fruits and vegetables and fish and whatever, he's like, oh, we messed up. And that's why, apparently they say that gave him the idea to like, let's tear down that wall.
So okay.
Break down the Soviet Union. Blah blah blah.
So basically, like Putin was like, okay, if you want to do the interview, you got to show how beautiful and nice Russia is.
People who follow politics know that story about Gorbachev. It's like, okay, you know what? We're gonna do the same, but in reverse. You come to Russia and see the abundance and but you have to say their message. So basically, they reverse Uno, whatever it's called.
Cool.
Like,
that's interesting.
It's very cool. Yeah,
Oh,
dude, he's the most powerful human in the world. You don't think he has like 65 advisors that tell him exactly what he... Plus, he's a genius.
Yeah.
He's a scary, scary man.
He's scary, but he's also like isolating himself a lot, you know? That's what I hear from
very smart
Rogan.
People. Very smart people. He doesn't... Why would he hang out with you?
No, not me, but I'm saying like from all his people too. He's always like in a room hiding. He's like a long table with like and all the people on that side. And
that's image. He wants to showcase that you cannot touch me. He's trying to showcase these people like I am untouchable.
He's like Nosferatu, you know, that big long table.
Yeah, you cannot touch him. Try to touch him. You'll disappear. You know what I mean? So they say he's the richest person on earth.
Oh,
because every rich person we know, it's a public information. But there's a lot of very rich people. It's private, like the kings of Saudis and all those rich countries. And in those countries, well, you don't have to declare to anyone what money you make. He's probably one of the most powerful human on the planet.
I want to learn that KGB. What is it? KGB?
KGB, yeah.
I want to learn that KGB punch, where it's like you punch a person in the heart and it stops their heart.
Is that KGB punch?
It's what killed the guy in the prison. You know the guy that got Navalny or whatever? He apparently the way he died was a punch to the heart from a KGB agent. Whoa. Yeah. One punch to the heart.
How do we know that?
Rogan. I don't know.
For me, he whatever he got killed, he's like, okay, let's say it was a KGB punch.
Yeah.
So that people again glorify the strength and power. I don't believe anything I hear ever. Okay, everything is social media. Everything is trying to promote. You know, us trying to promote a show. Guys, come to our show.
Yeah, it's a real show, by the way.
Our show is real. It's not it's a punched laughter. Like you're like, pa, and you're like, this is the funniest thing ever. So you know what I mean? It's all propaganda. I don't believe anything I hear. I don't even trust things people tell me about other people. That's why when I talk to them, like, how are you?
Yeah.
You know, and then whatever's on your mind, okay. But yeah, it's all propaganda. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. Come to our show in Ottawa. Subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell your buddies.
Comment below. We love you guys.
Bye.
I love you, Eugene. Mwah.